being here. And I want to assure you once again that your being here will not be in vain. We will not just gather you for frivolities. We gather you in order to what? In order to ensure that we win through images. I want to once again appreciate the coordinator of NAPS, Vandeikya, Yes, it's been a pleasure working with you, and also the secretary. Yeah, the secretary is Martin. Let's clap for him also. Wow. Yes, our presence last time was the memory of our coming last time. Still with us in our minds. We really enjoyed every bit of the cares we received last time that we came into this place. Every bit of the cares we really enjoyed it. I want to thank you very much. And we are here today in order to what? To do, I think, to help us as partners on what we call strategic planning for school, management improvements, and numerical growth. And I want to tell you that at the end of this program, you'll be very happy that you are here. You agree with me? Yes. Were you happy that we were there on 24th of last month? Were you happy? Yes. How many of you were there last month? You were there last month. How many of you? Yeah. And you gain a lot? A lot. Great. Yes. Today, you will get so much again. Are you getting me? Yes. And what we are doing today is heavier than what we did last time. Yes. We had the training on Saturday. And one of the proprietors in that training, when she stood up to talk, she said some of the solutions that we profiled to them during our last program, she has been implementing them and they are really working for her. So Jesus said, it is not the hearers of the word that will be saved, but the doers of the word. So if you have been here, putting aside those important things, proprietors of school, time is so expensive to them. I'm telling you, some people will not be here because of their time. And maybe because they don't know what actually is the value of what they are coming here for. But I want to tell you that if you have spent 3 hours, 2 hours for this program, it's worth it by the time we are done with it. So I want to welcome you once again on behalf of management, staff, and the global partners of this project. When we came last month, some people might actually think that, well, it's one of those programs, one of those programs that will just come and collect our money and run away. No. You see that we retire with us. What did I say? We retire with us because we have so much program to help us. So much program to help us. And then, for NAPS to be the one anchoring this program in this chapter, I want to say that by the time this administration will be going, you will be able to appreciate these executives for what? For bringing this valuable projects to the schools. It's not going to be a game as usual. If there's anything that you thank this ESCO for is that thank you for bringing that project to this local government. I want to assure you of that. Yes, I will say that. Let's go to business. Strategic planning for effective school management, improvement, and numerical growth. With this topic, I want to believe that you have an expectation. Am I correct? What is this all about? And what I want to tell you that let your expectation for this program be so high. High. You should have what? High expectation. That if at the end of this program you are not satisfied, say, no, my expectations were not met. And you'll be able to tell us, this and this are not been resolved with this training. So how will you help me in this area? Okay? We are ready to work. Yes, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal spells quality education. And remember, we are working with 6 local governments in various states. 6 local governments in various states. This local government. If you are a school owner here, not a representative, I want to see your answer. A school owner, not a representative, a school owner. You own a school. Your answer. Okay. Your answer. Okay, thank you. You are a representative. You are representing your school. Your hands up. Representing your school. Good. Thank you. Now let me ask you a question. As a representative of this school, do you think you'll be able to do an effective step down of this training to your school management? That's the question. Will you be able to do an effective step down of this training to the school management? Will you?
Yes. That's why we are here.
That's why you're here. And that is why we have chosen you to be here. The training that we had, and one of the teachers that was sent to that program will ask her a question and say something. He said she didn't even know why the record had here. You understand? And you think that person will be able to deliver? So she didn't know why. But she was interested. But the proprietor picked her and asked her to come. So you should not do like that. I want to believe that most of us that were here is either you are a principal or head teacher. Most people, not just a classroom teacher. It's either you are a principal or head teacher. So this program is meant for you. Okay? Even if the proprietor is not around, whatever you are learning in this place, today you should be able to work to expedite actions on those things that you are going to learn here today. Okay? Let's look at this goal. It says if you don't know where you are going, you will end up someplace else. If you don't know where you are going, you will end up someplace else. And when you find yourself in someplace else, it will look as if it is where you are going. Am I speaking? Because you don't know where you are going. There was no goal set. No goal. So if you don't set a goal, of course you're not going to eat anything. If you don't have a goal, you won't eat anything. So anyone or organization that has made progress in life, they set goals and actually run after the goal in order to achieve what they are aiming at. Am I speaking? The same thing as school owners. I want to believe that before we started this schools, we have a goal in mind. Am I speaking?
Yes.
And if I may ask you, as a school owner, right to subscribe here, what is your objective of setting up a school? Objective of setting up a school. Your aim and objective. Please, let's respond very fast. Objective of setting up the school. Let's listen to this. To educate the what? The younger one. That is what? The objective. To educate the younger one. Another person? Yes, sir.
Provide quality and sound education by
To provide quality and sound education to the younger one. Another person? Objective of setting up the school. Yeah. So to instill discipline in the younger one, because quality education it has inherent discipline major inside it. Quality education. Yes.
So give the moral training.
Moral training. Quality education. So I want to say something else. I've got something to stand up. Pardon?
Also to produce
God's fearing children. Good. Female. I think female. Men are talking. I need men to talk. Objective for self-knowledge. Pardon? provide education for the child and building their foundation. Wow. These are great objectives. And thank God none of us has say that I'm setting up the school to make profits. No. None of us say that. None of us say that. And I understood. That does not mean that you are setting up a school to make loss. Are you getting me? Yes. Even when you look at the Bible, when Jesus was speaking about the talents, those that gave talents, when I was given 1 talent, and when I was given 5 and 10, when I was given 1 talent, he went and buried the talents. And when the master came, those that were given 5, then they profit with the talents. And the master was happy. But the one that buried the talent, what happened? The master dealt with him, isn't it? And said, it would have been better that you send my money to those that are into exchange of money to Israel. To have eat what? More and more for me. Is to tell you that even in heaven, business is what is key in the presence of God. And when you do business, you are expected to make gain out of the business. Are you getting me now? That if God prosper the business, but gain out of the business is not your focus. First, what is your focus? Is service. What I said? Service. When you deliver services, then the gain now comes when you deliver the service. But your focus is what? Is service. Like in NGO work that we do, when we go out, what gives us joy is not the money that we make, is what the impact that we make. That's what gives us joy. The impact. It's not the money. You make the money and people say, the program is just too, it's not interesting, it's not impactful, what they are saying, and you have made the money. In NGO work, we are not happy with that. Are you getting it now? So our goal as a school is to provide what quality. Let me add to it again. And functional education. Quality and functional education. I don't know whether it's in this meeting last month I said this. There's a difference between quality and functional. Some people with quality are not functional. Are you getting me? And I gave an illustration that there was a time I saw a very fine trouser. I bought the trouser. That was of high quality. I loved it. But when I got home, I wanted to wear the trouser. The trouser was not my size. You see, it shows the trouser was functional, was quality, but not functional. I can't use it. I gave it to my boy. Are you getting it now? Now, the school should be interested in what? In providing what? Quality and functional education. That when a child leaves the school, he or she will not be lost in the society. He or she will be able to survive in the society. Am I speaking? And that is why the government is bringing in a lot of programs, entrepreneurship programs into the school curriculum today. And every one of us as a school, we're expected to adopt 1 or 2 of these programs in order to train these children in them. So lesson 5, objective of the strategic planning for effective school management, improvement and numerical growth. Objective. To equip school manager with problem-solving skills so as to mitigate the contemporary economic challenges through effective management, turning problems into goals and aspirations, goal setting, reaching milestones, reviewing of plans and programs for the purpose of achieving numerical growth and financial prosperity of the owners and better society. This is now. Because what we expect in the school is that numerical growth. Am I speaking? And it is that numerical growth that gives us what? Money. And when we have money, we're able to take care of all the needs of the school. And when we provide quality education, we make the society a better place to live for everyone. framework of what? Of schooling and education. Now, this is the objective of this training. If you have a Bible, you can write it down. If you don't have a Bible, you have an Android. I give you permission to snap the screen and snap the screen. Right, the objectives of the second learning of better school, management, improvement, and learning goals. Okay. Under this training, we'll be looking at the following. I'll only be looking at the first is under the introduction, we'll be looking at the 20 truisms of strategic planning. The 20 truisms of strategic planning. We'll be looking at what is effective, what is school, what is management, what is improvement, what is numerical, what is growth, strategic, what is planning, the definition of strategic planning, input of strategic planning to school and education in general, rethinking education in the post-COVID-19 schooling system and United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 4. The key pointers, visions, mission, goals, mottos, etc. Tools for strategic planning, action plan, then case study or strategic planning documents. These are things that we are going to learn through this work, through this training. Then basic rules for this training. 1, put all answers on silent. The answer is all. I think he told us you are on silence or vibration. You know, they cannot enter silence, no vibration, just switch off. Then no screen snapping except I ask you to do so. Okay? So if I say snap, if I don't say snap, don't snap. Then 3, participant opinions are welcome and exchange ideas. Okay? You have issues that you want to raise, you are free to do so. You have an opinion over a discussion, or you are not satisfied with a statement or a postulation, you can what? You can react to that, okay? Yes. Then we have no arguments. We don't want arguments. Then keep it to time. No side talk. Write and write fast. Then certificate will be issued at the end of the training. Now this certificate will be issued in the name of the school. Right? If you are interested in it in the name of the school, the name of the school is important. Okay? Very key. But we are going to make use of this certificate for our subsequent program. This very certificate. Then individual also, because of some of us that you may want to go and look for a job in other places, I want to give you the certificate. But the size is not the same. Individual is A4 and for the school is A3. Like I'm able to thread it. Then after training we have photograph. Please don't go after the training. Take photograph. Okay? Thank you. Now introduction stroke 20 truism of strategic planning. Between 2016 and today, Nigeria as a nation has experienced a lot of change. We call it change, we call it next level. Am I speaking?
Yes.
Change and next level. And we have seen it. It was obvious and very calculative because from the utterance of Mr. President, having studied the economy and the global scenario of things, he's saying we should prepare for a tough time. Mr. President said, he said that we should prepare for what? For austerity. Am I correct? So from 2016 up to 2019 lately, we as school owners, we have been having difficulties paying our staffs as a result of parents not paying school fees properly. Am I speaking? Yes. Now, it became more compounded by March 2020 when the COVID-19 was announced and the total lockdown came into the system. And the most affected sector in the COVID-19 was what? Was educational sector. You agree with me that things have never been the same since the time Mr. President General Buhari came to power from 2016 up to date. And you also agree with me that there is something in the world that no matter how the world is going, that we cannot do without. And that is what? That is what? There is no money. There is something we cannot do without. That money, that one is there. That one is there. School, education. We can't do without education. Education has no hands. It started from immediately the zygote was formed when the man and the woman meet, and the zygote was formed. That was when education began. And it never ends until the man goes to grave. So education is a what? It's a lifelong thing. And that is what the school should focus on. And that is the focus of what? Of the 21st century educational outcome. So as a result, even with all that happened during the pandemic, some people were still learning. In fact, they never broke out of learning. The children of the rich learned very, very well during the COVID-19. Am I speaking? So as a school, has it ever occurred to us that we need to sit down and think of our programs in school? How should we as a school, okay, as a manager, how should we resolve these problems? How do we rise up to the touch of the 21st century? Everywhere in the world today, they're talking about quality education, quality education. America is talking about it, UK is talking about it, China is talking about it, and we begin to ask ourselves, what are they still looking for? What are they looking for? Again, they have developed to a certain level that I say, wow, this is human. Are you aware that the China, they have their own artificial sun today? Are you aware? The China, they have an artificial sun. They invented the sun. It was launched recently. China, artificial sun. So it wants to tell you that there is not something in this small thing that you're saying that we have not really, really annexed. And the only thing that can annex that is what is education. So how do we make education to be more qualitative and functional in our work, in our society, in our community? How do we give the best in the global community where we are today? How do we give the best to our service, our customers? Of course, our customers. If they're not customers, why should we bring quality assurance into educational thinking? Quality assurance. Quality assurance. We won't go into that yet. We are coming to that. We still do that training for us. Time to come on quality assurance. Why are we talking about quality assurance? We say some parents are not satisfied paying their school fees because they felt like they're not getting values from the school. So what are they expecting? And we told us in our last meeting that parents are expecting more than A, B, C, D, A for apple, B for ball. They are expecting more than they know how to read. When a child finishes a school, basic education, or finishes university, and he or she cannot be able to get a job, can he or she have the capacity to create a job? And if school cannot be able to provide this for a child, leadership, quality leadership, then the school has failed. The Reverend Father Irish had a theory that he postulated. We call it the schooling society. The schooling. What he's trying to advocate is that the school should be scrapped. If the schooling system cannot provide society with the best quality of living, then the school should be scrapped. That's the theory. What about? It's somewhere in the theory. The schooling society can read it online. It simply means that as a school, we have the responsibility to provide what? The best society. The responsibility to provide the best society. And if we move around today, whatever is happening in the society today, it's just to tell you the level of our what? Of our schooling outcomes. The rest happening in society today is the level of our what? Of our schooling outcome. The school is supposed to provide the best society. A society with discipline, moral rectitude. The society with what? That are industrious. Everybody is hardworking. Respect for what? For parents. Respect for our constituted authority. The school has the responsibility to provide this. The question is this. This is a question. And the question is, ideas that will help you to sustain your business against external forces, and the one that will make your business to fail when government policies and laws are reviewed and enforced. Which one will you go for? It's a question. It was made a rhetorical question in a training, but I'm throwing out was like, I want to respond from 1 to 3 persons. Which of these ideas will you go for? The idea that will sustain your business against external forces, and the one that will make your business to fail when government policies and laws are reviewed and enforced. Which one will you go for? Let's respond very fast. Which one? The one that will sustain. Thank you very much. Another person? Everybody will go for the one that will sustain your business. Yes. And that is what I'm here to share with you. The ideas that will help your business to be sustained when policies and laws are reviewed. That is what we are here to share with you. Okay? Yes. Thomas Edison, one of the best brains that the world has ever produced, and we know one of his inventions was what? The bulb that we use today. He invented it, and it failed severally. It failed severally. In fact, he invented it over and over again, more than it was in the 1001 times that he was able to get it right, but he never quits. And you know what I said? There is a way to do it better. Find it. Then what? A way to do it better. Find it. And that is the way to do it better that we're trying to share with us here. But we just have to set a goal and see how we can be able to achieve that goal. And that's what we are practicing with us. Yes, every school has a vision, mission, core values, and what? And motto. There must be a vision. There must be a mission. There must be core values, and there must be what? There must be motto. If your school don't have an articulated vision, mission, core values, and motto articulated, when I say articulated, written, and when somebody is coming into your school premises, the first thing that attracts them is this. Are you getting me now? If you are a member of this network, you are a representative of a school, pass this message to your proprietor. Your mission, vision, and motto must be articulated. Either you engrave it on your building, or you design it, take it to computer center, then design it, put it in a frame, and let it be in your administrative block. And somebody is walking into your school premises, they are seeing your vision and mission. A parent could walk, or anybody could walk into your school premises just by seeing your vision alone will make that person to change the direction of his or her child's education. I'm not talking about mission and vision that is not even understood by the person that wrote it. Are you getting me now? We're not talking about vision and mission that is not shared.